Hi guys, just a quick little video to share what I've been working on. My name is Linda, Handmade Iowa. I got a couple of paper packs of Paper Studio. I don't know when I got them, but I found them in a bag tucked away. And I dumped them into a little thing, and there were two of everything. So there were two of these tags that were pre-made. So I've inked it, you can see. So somewhere along the line in my photos, I had screenshot an image of a ring with a bunch of tags on it. I went to Pinterest and typed it in, binder ring with tags, tags on a ring. I could not find where I screenshotted it. I've had it for a long time. I don't know who ever did it. It's probably been done before. I just thought it was brilliant. And I just love the look of things like this. So I took this tag and I sat in my chair watching TV with my lap desk, as I often do. I do simple things that I can do on my lap. And I cut a ton of them out of file folder. This is a file folder, and this file folder, this really heavy brown one, I did those two file folders. And then I spent a night just covering them all with scrapbook paper, pieces of scrapbook paper that were done. This is an embossed thing I ran through my French friend that isn't friend, brought her embosser over and told me to borrow it as long as I wanted, and I should have had it for a long time. I keep thinking I'm going to buy some more things to send through it, but anyway, I had embossed a whole bunch of pages one time, and that was literally just a picture out of a magazine. Anyway, they're all just odds and ends scraps of scrapbook paper. And most of them are only done on one side. This one I did two sides. Anyway, enough of that. So now I want to go through and decorate them. So this is what started it all. So I'm going to do a live with Mitzi. I think it's a Friday at 1 o'clock my time Central. And we're going to be using Amy at the Crafty Cats, two new kits, antique store and I don't know what they're called, old places in the antique store or old things or something. Anyway, look at that. Is that not the coolest? I want to go in there. So I've printed most of the two kits. I don't know why that's in there, and I don't know why that's in there. A lot of pretty background pages. There were a few background pages I didn't print. There's several here. I've got a good amount. I bet I've got probably a dozen. And then here's all the little tidbits that go with it. They're all fussy cut it out. Fussy cutted. Sounds funny when I put the ED on the end. So I think I'll do a couple of these. And I don't know for sure what we're doing as far as the journal or the project. But what's this? See, now that would be nice on one. I'll take that. That's pretty. Let's do that. Let's do that. I can always print these again. Let's see. There's a rose. Okay, that's all I'm going to use of these. I'll do a couple with her kit. So you guys join us. We're going to go live. She's going to figure out how to do it, where we can be joined and be both working together. And actually, why don't I do it? Let's keep that for the prototype. Why don't I just cut a new one? Let's see. I'll just cut a new one. I'm just using scraps. And I literally just did this. So my son was going to go, we discovered at the one place we had a little outside cafe. Well, it was inside. It's just a cute place. But it had the outside sidewalk tables with all the shade trees. And they have trivia on Tuesdays. And I'm like, oh, you should do that. That would be so fun. Let's see where I want this. Isn't that beautiful? I think I want that right about there because I want her. So I texted him. I said, are you going to trivia night? He's got a terrible headache. I wonder if it isn't, the blue screen on the, you can get, I think he got glasses that cut that though, the computer, staring at a computer all day. Because he is in insurance, so I'm sure he's staring at that thing all day. There is that. Let's get some glue. Please work glue. I haven't gotten in this glue for a long time. Oh, I just get so aggravated. So anyway, when he lived in Fargo, there was a bar on Tuesdays that had Taco Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah. They had just a little scrap of paper that was printed, and it had tacos were $1, and it was downtown Fargo is very beautiful, old buildings. So is downtown Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Anyway, the old buildings have the walls on the inside of the bar were brick and are long and narrow to the way back. It's just a cool place, but they had if you wanted onions, you put a check mark. If you wanted blah, 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 whatever you wanted. And then you could put like a 3 with a circle and they'd make you 3 tacos how you wanted them. It was just a fun thing to do on a weeknight. And he would play bingo and trivia night. They had bingo night. Anyway, I said, this would be fun because he doesn't really know anybody there. And I said, a good way to just get out and do something and meet some people. And he's got a really, really bad headache. He texted me and said, I'm not going to be able to go tonight. I've just got a splitting headache. So that was kind of sad. But anyway, they're leaving for him and his friend Caleb. They're driving to Seattle in 2 weeks, driving straight through. Caleb has a friend from Sioux Falls that he's had from his, I think of yoga days. Anyway, she got married and she has a little kid and they live in Sioux Falls or in Seattle now. He's in the military. I'm going to go through these baskets and look for scraps to put on these. I don't know quite sure how I'm going to do. I think I'll let it hang down long. I think that's cute. I better get the trusty Fabri-Tac out. I looked up my Pampered Chef. Mitzi made a comment that the bread pan that I got, it's a four loaf, the small loaves. She said that would be at least 50 new, so I thought I'll type it in and look it up. And I only looked at one spot. I didn't look like used on eBay, but on Etsy, it's $104. I think I paid $3. I can't remember what I even paid. I'm just excited to be able to do 4 loaves of bread at once. I have a bunch of little loaves, and I do certain breads at Christmas, and I did a rhubarb bread this summer and took that to my friend. Okay, this side's done. What shall we do on this side? Hi, baby cat. Hi, baby kitty. What shall we put? Let's put, I hear you. I hear you. What if we, I always think I don't know how to collage, so we're gonna collage anyway. I know, it's all trauma, isn't it? Okay, I hear ya, I hear ya. Where's your mother? Where's Mama? I think I want some kind of music on there or something. Coffee died. I'll do that. That will work. So I'm going to go through. Most of these have all got paper on them, but I'm just going to go through and add laces and buttons and do some stitching and beads and just different stuff. And then I will have a whole range. I think there's 34 on there. So there's one side. There's another side. Should we put some lace across the top? So I have nothing going on tomorrow. I have a house I could clean if I wanted. Well, I don't know if I can. The reason she has hired me, I don't like the looks of that, actually. The reason she wanted a housekeeper, she's having heart problems. She's new. I've only done her twice. And she canceled last week. I didn't ask why. She wanted to move it to the next Thursday. Well, I already have my Margaret the other Thursday. I don't work real hard at this, you guys. I just do a few clients. In fact, I almost didn't even take this lady on because I just really don't want to do it that much. Anyway, I might call her tomorrow and say, if you need me to catch up with you, I will. Excuse me. Mind your own business. Cat was going to get up here. There, we've got a little piece of lace back there to hide that seam. I don't want that seam showing. Okay, we're going to let this dry, and then we'll use the Crop-A-Dile and put a hole in it. So I think I can just see this is both sides. So what should I do? Just add a little lace, maybe some buttons. How about right across the middle? I look like I'm stuck on this lace. You know what? Only one, oh, look at that girl's on there. I don't want to cover her up. Only one of these will be per journal anyway, probably. And there'll probably be as a tag on the front. So what if it's the same lace? I need little buttons. Where are they? What are these little beads I made? You know what would be cute? Is stringing them, stitching them on. Let's see if this needle will go through. I made these beads with paper. It's paper coiling. It's real fun. That's what I should do. I should do a video on that. I did it on a skewer. Okay, those will go through. Now I need, let's use this thread. This will work. I'm using what's handy. This needle's huge. And I'm blind. Oh my word. Should we double the thread? Okay, how are we going to do this? Shall we go through the, or should we just take a piece of, let's see what's on the other side. Why don't we go through this? Put some beads on. And then glue it. My beads are in the closet. I need to get them out. Let's just have 3 beads hanging down. Let's have them go this way. I'll go through. What are you doing, Linda? I don't know. We'll find out when we're done. I don't really know. Okay, that worked. I'm going to put a little stitch there. Caught on the corner. Caught on the corner again. Did I? I may have. Talking to myself. I think I did something wrong. There. Okay, I'm going to tie a knot. And go through the other side and cut the thread and glue it on. Will that be cute? Would that be cute on here? That would be cute on here. Let's put that on Amy's. We'll do that. But I gotta get my lid on. It's exploding all over. Look at that. So gross. Okay, we're gonna put this on here. And I'm not gonna secure the beads. I'm gonna let them hang. And that's wonky. I realize it's cut wonky, but I want it to be. Okay, there's one. That one's done. Let's do another one like that. This is plain. Better take it off. Let's just take some off. We'll do this one. I better keep Amy's separate. There we go. Should we look at a few? These things are so hard sometimes. This is a tough one. So they're just different papers. This is a children's book. Just all odds and ends scrapbook paper. That's a magazine that I picture of people on a street in Germany, and I ran it through the embosser. Amy's Regal 2, I think. Okay, let's do these. This one's already laced on one side. Let's do these 2. So this one has a little pocket. How cute is that? So let's put a little piece of paper in it. And how about a little piece of lace on it? Let's cut this. My grandson did cattle judging today, and he doesn't want to do it, but my daughter-in-law's making him. He hates it. He absolutely hates it. And I said, how'd you do? He's on his way home. He's Snapchatting. He said, terrible. I did terrible. I hate it. And I said, well, it's not like you want to grow up and be a cattle farmer. And he goes, I don't want anything to do with farming. She wants him to, he works 2 jobs, and I said, do you work tomorrow? And he said, no. And I said, well, he just got done working like an 8 days straight. And I said, well, come over and I'm going to give him the back of my garage. There's a whole separate part of the garage. There's the garage, and then there's an addition on, and it's a shop. And I told him, I don't do wood crafts anymore or anything. I said, how about you come over and we make you a little area for your welding? What about if we need some paper on this. How about a piece of map? This is an old map. Here's some numbers. So I'm going to give him the back shop of my garage. Whatever's laying there that's in the way, get it out. And give it to him, and there's a vise on the bench. He said he can't really weld in there because it'll get stinky to the wood and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I have an old file cabinet that I got at an auction, and I refinished it. I sanded the whole thing, painted it gray. It's got, the desk opens up. It's very, very cool. I put number 1, number 2, and number 3 on the drawers. Stenciled it on them. And the front opens up like a desk. It's very old. It's very cool. And I had it in the house, and I moved it out beside the smoker. And we have all the apple wood stuff in it for the smoker, and the pellets and the drawers. There's 3 drawers, and I've got the barbecue tools in those, and some oil down in underneath. And I don't need it. It's not important to me. But it's important that he has a place to do his thing. So I said, we'll move that. We don't need it by the smoker to hold all that stuff. That stuff can come in the garage on a shelf, and you can have that. And we'll attach the vise to that, because he's bending great big, what do you call them? They're round and washers. And he's bending them and making flowers, welding. And they're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I said we will rig up a thing for you. Should we put beads down this one too? Kind of like that. I need to get my beads out. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm just going to hang around and it won't fit. See, some of them got really tight. Okay. So I think I'll glue it on first. and attach my thread. Whoops, that went right through. There. My timer's going off. Okay. Let's do, should we do a, this is pretty. I could let these dangle, actually. So my son with the goats, and his wife is she's a director over 200 hog barns for this big company, and she does speaking. She belongs to, I don't know what all she is. She's more than a vet, and she just got done being a guest speaker at some kind of a convention thing at Wisconsin Dells. They had some kind of a big convention thing up there, and she had to be a speaker. So the whole family got to go. So my granddaughter, they went to the Dells swimming all day yesterday. Today they went, I think they went to a museum and a zoo, and oh, my cat just scared the crap out of me. What are you doing? Get off my dishes. They went bowling, and she was beating everybody, even the adults. She's 12. I got a picture sent to me, and she said she's beating everybody, and she had exclamation points. And I said, you don't know what somebody's hidden talent is. You don't know if somebody's good. She wants to do archery so bad. And I said, I'm getting her a gift card to Shields, because if I give her money, she will not spend money. You can give her. She has not spent any birthday money for years. She won't touch it. And she never wants clothes. She never wants anything. And I said, I'm giving her a gift card to Shields towards a bow. And that way she has to get it, because she doesn't want to use her money to buy one. She just doesn't want anybody to buy her one. She doesn't want them to spend the money. So anyway, my little grandson that's 16, which would be her cousin, we were talking on Snapchat while he was on his way home from this thing. And he said, I'll get her a gift card to Shields. I said, you don't need to get her anything. Your parents will be buying her her birthday gift. And he goes, no, it's not that much. Of course, he's generous and he's working. He said, no, it's not that much. I'll tell her she has to buy a bow. So you have to be fitted. And I think a decent competition bow, they started at $300. And that's her thing. She goes, no, they're too much money. Well, girl, you've been carrying around your birthday money from the last 5 years in your wallet. She doesn't really carry her wallet, though. So that's cute. Is that cute? I think we can punch the holes and see what it's going to be like. Let's see. Let me do this. Well, I'm going to have to just eyeball it. There we go. Let's eyeball this one. All right. So that's what I've been up to at night, sitting in my chair watching TV. I started a new series on Amazon Prime. It's called, don't ask me what it's called. It's a female detective. Maggie O is the actress in it. She was the actress in Nikita. It's a really good detective show. So, in fact, I think I'll go watch one. So this is from Amy's new kit. I think it's called Old Things. It could be wrong. And this is all we did was just add some lace and some beads. These are scrolled paper beads. I have the tool over here somewhere. I think this is it. No, that's not it. I don't know where it is. And then we've got this one. Need to put something on there. Let's do that. This is from Amy's kit. Mitzi got it all cut out. I had mine all cut out. She got it all cut out today. She was so proud. She says, I got it all cut out and backed got the tags all backed and pockets ready to go on. She wasn't supposed to tell Amy what we were doing. Mitzi, you were not supposed to tell we were using Amy's kits. That was going to be the secret. My cat thinks he's got claws over there. He doesn't. He's doing this. You get your claws all sharpened, baby? Huh? Did you get your claws sharp? Okay, guys, this is it. I've got this many to go. Kind of fun. Kind of fun. All right. I will see you soon. Hope you have a great rest of the week. Tomorrow's hump day. Yay. How cute is this? How cute is this? Just a mindless, I guess you could call it a mass make. You could just come back and do a few whenever you want. There's no hurry. So that one's not done. Anyway, I've had a blast. Look at the beautiful colors. All the different colors. All right, guys. Take care. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.